Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lakehead University's 55th Annual Convocation Ceremony. My name is Robert Perrier, and it is my pleasure to welcome distinguished guests, friends, and family of our graduating students here today to celebrate together their many accomplishments. Before we start with the official part of the ceremony, I would like to take a few minutes to tell you about what you can expect this afternoon. In a moment, you will be asked to stand as the convocation ceremony will officially begin with the academic procession. On your right, graduates from the Faculty of Education, Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies, and the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities will file into the auditorium. Following the academic procession, on your left, the mace bearer will lead the procession for the podium party, comprised of Lakehead University faculty, members of the Board of Governors, fellows of the university, vice presidents and deans, honored guests, the university president and vice chancellor, and the university chancellor. Once we have all been seated, the order of proceedings will continue as shown in your program on page 17. We will begin by honoring our distinguished guests, starting with the conferring of our honorary degree. Following this, it will be time to confer Lakehead University degrees on our graduating students. We recognize that this will be a truly memorable moment for our graduates and for their family and invited guests. During this time, all students will be asked to stand so that a request might be made of the Chancellor to admit the graduates. Each graduate will then have the opportunity to cross the stage after their name has been read, to shake the hand of the Chancellor, to have their picture taken, and then to receive congratulations from their faculty dean. We ask that you hold your applause until all graduates have had the opportunity to cross the stage. Once all degrees have been conferred, the Chancellor will close the ceremony, after which time the podium party and the graduates will process out of the auditorium. Please remain standing until the academic procession is completed and all of the graduates have exited the auditorium. Following the procession, we invite you to join our graduates to offer your congratulations as well as a sweet treat, the Persian, a Thunder Bay delicacy. Now, may I be the first to congratulate our graduates and distinguished guests on their success and welcome family and friends who are in attendance here today. I hope that you will enjoy the ceremony. And remember that this celebration is also for you, in recognition of the many ways in which you have demonstrated your support for our students on their path that has led them to this very moment. At Lakehead University, we acknowledge that your support was a crucial part of their success. Once again, welcome to Lakehead University's 55th Annual Convocation Ceremony. Let's begin. Thank you.
land. True patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hello. You'll be pleased to know and maybe get some comfort from knowing that I brought the short version today. Buju Gakinaoya. Hello, everybody. James, Jemus, Mr. Angus, Dr. Angus, Buzz Nadishnikas. I'm known by many names in the orbs I walk in. Benesi Awasasin Anemki Waju Nindoji Gichigami Oma. I'm from Fort William First Nation. That is my home community. It's right here by the greatest lake in the world. Ninkajana Twegan Chianemke. I guard the big drum, the traditional drum for Fort William. We've been invited here today to perform an honor song to mark the opening of this proceeding. On this day, as in many other days, there's always something to be thankful for. When I look at the drum and I look at this fine crew assembled here today, I am amazed and encouraged by what I've come to know. I see youth, and from the youth I gather hope, energy, and optimism. Young people, they are the future of any nation. I see young adults carrying the load of work and responsibility with their strengths that they see and the strengths that are unforeseen. And then I see people like me representing the middle-aged, the moderately young, or the slightly seasoned. This is the stage where things can wear out, thin out, and spread out. But through all that, and no matter what it is, we can cope with it. We can handle it. We can manage it. We can deal with it in a good way because we have the wisdoms of our elders that are here today and their Debwewan, their truth. There's something to be thankful for in every season of our lives. So without any further delays, it is our pleasure to render the song, a song that is appropriate for this tribal territory of Fort William First Nation, Robinson Superior Treaty Area of 1850, and all others that call Thunder Bay their home. Miigwech, Jimanato, Gibiwasianjian, Nogam.
Bonjour, Wadje. Kawas Canada Sinishikemego, Makwendo Dam. I'm honored to be here this afternoon to do the convocation for this graduation for the group. And I came here in my a fancy get-up, and I call this my assimilation suit. And I only take it out on special occasions. And I even wore matching socks today, so you should feel very honored. And I've always been honored whenever to ask to say a few words, and especially when involves a lot of young people who are pursuing their goals in life, striving, trying to find their goals and their way in life. I don't know if your parents ever told you, but the real life begins today. And it's a real hard world out there. And I think each and every one of us who go forth has an opportunity to change. When we think about the life that we carry in the life when we move forward, there is a teaching in our culture. Whenever that we do something, we have to think about it, and there are questions that we need to ask ourselves. We ask ourselves: is it going to bring honor to me and my family? Is it going to cause damage to anything? And most of all, is it necessary? I think that each and every one of us will go forth in life. That's a lesson that we need to consider as we go forward. And as these young people who sat on the stage for the last 2 days, and who have graduated and chosen their fields of what they're gonna do in life, they have given that good consideration. Either their parents work in that field, or it's something that they love doing. And sometimes we think of it as what's the best way to make a living, and to get the things that we need in our life, our house, our support our families, and all of those things. Whatever way you arrive at this, I want you to always to remember to have that human factor in everything you do, and not forget to be human, to be kind, to be loving to all things. Because without that, we really don't have no purpose in life.
It is with pride and delight that we gather to celebrate the success of all of our graduands. Let us pray that your God will enlighten your minds and ignite your hearts with passion as you progress beyond your studies. May each graduand be blessed with attentiveness that will in turn influence your actions, decisions, and opinions. May you be blessed with keen inspiration that will cause you to imagine endless possibilities and encourage you to discover new frontiers in your chosen discipline. May you be blessed with wisdom as you dare to teach beyond, by the models and be models for others. And may you inspire, challenge, and encourage lifelong learning. May you be blessed with dedication toward conserving our earthly home by being ever mindful of the impact you have and the footprint you leave each time you engage in environmental activities. Remember with gratitude all who have supported you over the years and pass such encouragement on to others. May your God bless you and be your guide as you embrace all life has to offer. Amen.
I hereby declare this 55th session of Convocation open.
Madam Chancellor, graduands, faculty and staff, family and friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to Lakehead University's 55th Convocation ceremonies. My name is Moira McPherson. I'm the President and Vice Chancellor here at Lakehead University. A sincere thank you to the Chi-Anamaki traditional drum and Dr. Angus, who opened our ceremony today with an honors song, and to Elder Ashni Paniskam and Sister Alice for the blessing that they shared. I would like to acknowledge the original custodians of this land and pay my respect to the elders, past, present, and future, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of Indigenous peoples. I also recognize that we are on the traditional land of Fort William First Nation, signatory to the Robinson Superior Treaty of 1850. We also acknowledge our relationships with other Indigenous and Métis peoples who have a history in this territory. It is now my privilege to introduce the members of the Platform Party for today's convocation. These members are recognized for the support and the contributions that they have made to Lakehead University. To the members of the Platform Party, please stand as I announce your name or the area that you represent. Dr. Gautam Da, Mace Bearer. Dr. Betsy Birmingham, Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. Dr. Michelle Bedard, Dean, Faculty of Health and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Todd Randall, Dean, Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. Dr. John O'Meara, Dean, Faculty of Education. Dr. Chander Shahi, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Dr. Andrew Dean, Vice President, Research and Innovation. Ross Murray, Chair of the Lakehead University Board of Governors. Madam Lynn McLeod, Chancellor of Lakehead University. Dr. David Barnett, Interim Provost and Vice President, Academic. Tanya Talaga, 2019 Honorary Degree Candidate. Tisa Fiddler, she will be introducing the 2019 Honorary Degree Candidate. Nancy Bouchard, Chair of the Ogumawin Governance Council. Deb Kamuzi, Vice President, External Relations. Kathy Posahan, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Deborah Woods, President, Lakehead University Alumni Association. Elder Sam Ashni Paniskam. Sister Alice Greer, Chaplain. Dr. Dean Jobin Bevans, Principal, Aurelia Campus. Tanis Castern, Fort William First Nations. Dr. Rudy Wall, past honorary degree recipient. Dr. Goyce Kekagamek, past honorary degree recipient. Lakehead University, present and past members of the Board of Governors, please stand. Lakehead University senators, please stand and be acknowledged. And last but not least, Lakehead University faculty and staff, please stand. And finally, there's one more group, the Fellows of the University. Please stand. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Councillor Tanis Castern, who will bring greetings to the graduating class from Fort William First Nation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and Chimigwich to the grandfather drum for allowing us to hear such beauty on this fine, beautiful day that we all will share together. On behalf of Fort William First Nation, and as an alumni of this university and a recent graduate myself out of the Indigenous Learning Department, I would like to say congratulations on all your hard work. I've been there and I know it was hard. So I know you're all really probably hungry and been sitting through a lot of different things over the last little while, and I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to. So I just wanted to say on behalf of Fort William First Nation, Chimigwich for allowing us to share this beautiful moment with you and your families, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Chimigwich to everybody for being here. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, members of the Platform Party, special guests, family and friends, and most importantly, our graduands. As I look out at all of you today, I see how proud and happy you are of the hard work, the hard thinking, and the commitment that has brought you to this day. I also see your families and friends, all those who have supported and sacrificed, and some who occasionally wondered if you and they would ever make it to this graduation day. You have accomplished so much here at Lakehead, and we're hopeful that your efforts going forward will make the world a better place. Convocation speakers often talk on and on about the time, money, and effort that's been invested in a university degree. And in your darkest moments, you have probably wondered, what exactly does my new degree prepare me for? Well, we know that your degree will open doors. It will help you get that special job or prepare you for further studies. That's because a university degree always signals a high level of expertise, knowledge, effort, and capability. But whether you've earned a professional degree in science, education, or in social science and humanities, your studies at Lakehead have also prepared you to navigate the rapidly shifting economic and political uncertainties of tomorrow. Resilience is a key component of that preparation. As Paul Davidson, head of Universities Canada, said in an RBC report, the role of universities is to build resilient, persevering people who are fluent in cultural diversity. That resilience comes from learning to see the opportunities in problems and being determined to do the hard work that it takes to realize those opportunities. This is ever more crucial when quick, superficial, and disappointing fixes are presented at every turn. Families, I can tell you with 100% confidence that our students graduate from Lakehead with a very special resilience. Where else do students, and I might add faculty and staff, wake up in January and February, and sometimes even in March, to hear the CBC warning us to brace ourselves? Another polar vortex is on the way, and everyone can just kiss spring goodbye. Graduands, what else have you learned here? The breadth and depth of our programs means that you've learned not what to think, but how to think in both critical and social dimensions, how to understand problems from the basic shape to the mind-rattling complex, and to use clear language to communicate those solutions to all. We can confidently predict that many of you will lead changes in the legal and social arenas, speaking for and representing the truths that support a working democracy and a sustainable planet. Some of you will create ways to care for the physical and the mental illnesses that plague bodies and minds. And we know that some of you will move heaven and earth to make a difference, like our honorary degree recipient, Tanya Talaga, a storyteller using her voice for those that have not been heard. Our students believe that education can change the world. They have worked and played alongside their peers from across the globe, collaborating on projects, challenging their own assumptions of value and success, and learning to be savvy global citizens. Earlier this year, Dr. Rob Robson, one of our faculty members, and Anna Chief, a staff member from Aboriginal Initiatives, led a group of our Indigenous learning students, Shay, Sarah, Tina, Brianne, and Ivory, to participate in an Indigenous rights conference in Puebla, Mexico. This student conference grew out of an initiative led by Lakehead University, and this was the first year to include students from Canadian partner universities and the Mexican intercultural universities. Their presentations provoked great discussion and reflection with lots of opportunities for networking. Our students visited an eco-lodge operated entirely by Indigenous women. And then Dr. Robson arranged a community research project focused on food sovereignty in a mountain village. The students gained insights into the kind of resiliency shared by Indigenous peoples in Mexico and Canada, the impact of language in revitalizing culture, and the relationships of the people with food in their land. This was truly a life-changing experience for these students and will no doubt shape their paths ahead. What makes Lakehead stand out is that all of us want all our learners to realize their full potential. Nearly every day we hear stories about a Lakehead student, athlete, or an artist who has made an important contribution or achieved a major triumph. I want to share a story about Lakehead Student Union. For many years now, the Student Union has sponsored students through the World University Service of Canada Refugee Program. This unique youth-to-youth sponsorship program gives refugee students an opportunity to further their education at Lakehead and to settle permanently in Canada. Our Student Refugee Committee has been responsible for every aspect of the program, from full financial and housing support to academic expenses, food, and emergency funds. This past year, the extraordinary work of our students for the Student Refugee Event of the Year was nationally recognized at the Global Development Forum in Ottawa. Lusu's entry rose above 10 challengers from across Canada. The honor was received by Masood Mansouri, Lakehead's new Student Union President and co-chair of Lakehead's Student Refugee Program. These students are supported by extraordinary Lakehead faculty and staff. Over the past 6 months, I've been having an intense series of conversations with staff members across the campus, listening to them describe the ways they contribute to providing a transformative student experience. All of us, whether we inspire our students' creativity and commitment in a class, care for their learning and recreation spaces, provide advice, or prepare their food and coffee, know there is a special spark at Lakehead. Family and friends, I also want to acknowledge your contribution to today's celebration. To all of those who have supported, encouraged, held our students close through the personal triumphs and tribulations, we are thankful for your efforts, and we hope that you see this day as your day of achievement too. I and many of my Lakehead colleagues have also supported our own children, partners, and friends who have embarked upon and completed this important journey. We so deeply understand and sincerely applaud the personal, financial, and emotional investments and recognize well the proliferation of wrinkles that this journey may have caused. Congratulations to all of you as well. Graduates, all of us at Lakehead hope that you reflect on your time here in this spectacularly beautiful part of Canada as a positive experience, learning and living with amazing students and friends, and with the staff and faculty who have all done their best to make this day possible. Today you go forth as a graduate of a wonderful and unique university, knowing that you can look forward to successful and varied careers. We hope the small and large acts of kindness and care shape the memories that you, our graduates, take with you as you leave. Please keep us in your circle of friends. As you enter the next exciting stages of your life, keep us posted. Your stories will surely inspire us. Please join me in applauding our graduates' achievements today. Madam Chancellor, it is now my honor to introduce Ms. Tisa Fiddler, who will introduce the honorary degree recipient.
So it's my distinct honor to be introducing this year's honorary Doctor of Letters recipient, Tanya Talaga. She is an award-winning journalist and an author of 2 best-selling books, All Our Relations, Finding the Path Forward, and 7 Fallen Feathers. Her first book, 7 Fallen Feathers, a national bestseller that introduced us to the lives of 7 Indigenous high school students who died while attending high school in Thunder Bay, has won many accolades and prestigious awards. Tanya is an acclaimed storyteller and the first Anishinaabe woman to deliver the CBC Massey Lectures. In addition to the CBC Massey Lectures, which is a renowned lecture series that travels to cities across Canada, a lecture that she chose to present right here in this room at the beginning of her tour. She also speaks to diverse audiences ranging from university students to school-age children, to corporate and nonprofit organizations. In her powerful keynotes, Tanya shares Indigenous stories from across Canada and the world. She brings awareness to the impacts of colonization and residential schools and other racist policies imposed on Indigenous people. And through her storytelling, she shares her hope for a more inclusive and equitable future. Tanya is of Polish and Anishinaabe heritage. Her great-grandmother was a residential school survivor, and her great-grandfather was an Anishinaabe trapper and laborer. For the past 20 years, Tanya has worked as a journalist and is now a columnist for the Toronto Star. She has been nominated 5 times for the Michener Award in Public Service Journalism. From 2017 to 2018, Tanya was the Atkinson Fellow in Public Policy through the Canadian Journalism Foundation. So I met Tanya when she began writing her first book, 7 Fallen Feathers, about 6 years ago. And her inquiry into the lives and experiences of the 7 youth who died while attending high school in Thunder Bay was very heartfelt and thoughtful. And it wasn't just another news story. Tanya has been a force. Her books and lectures have given voice to the children that we have lost so tragically. And she has mobilized people across the nation to take notice, to care about what is happening to Indigenous people and their communities that are in our backyards. She has started conversations that are not easy. In fact, they are often very uncomfortable and oftentimes messy. But in her brilliant, calm, and eloquent way, she creates space that allows and encourages very important dialogue. So it is my tremendous honor to introduce this year's recipient and my friend, Tanya Talaga.
Madam Chancellor, it's my great privilege and pleasure to request on behalf of the Senate of Lakehead University that you confer on Tanya Talaga the Doctor of Letters degree honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit you, Tanya Talaga, to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Congratulations. Mr. Bruce. You get the picture? I now invite Dr. Tanya Talaga to address the convocation.
Hani, Buzu, Wachea, Tanya Talaga, Nagisnakas. I'm so honored to be here today. I have so many thank yous, but I have to tell you, I was completely unaware I'd be speaking here today, and that I should really pay attention sometimes to the little details. And when we were driving up here, I was just, I was amazed because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going back into the community theater. This place holds a very special place in my heart from the last time that I was here in October. And I'm very grateful to be back here and to be invited by everyone. I want to say too that I am so honored to be here today on my mother's family's traditional lands, Vanamikiwaju, Fort William First Nation, on the great territory of the Robinson Superior Treaty lands. We are all treaty people. I wish to acknowledge very much here today the presence of the elders. A special shout out to my elder Sam Ashnipanescum, who's sitting over there looking fantastic in his assimilation suit. I would like to acknowledge the chiefs who are here with us today. I would like to acknowledge my great friend, Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler of Anishinaabe Nation. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Fort William First Nation here today, Miigwech, for being here, Tanis. I, of course, would like to acknowledge the Board of Governors. I would like to acknowledge the Senate, the faculty, the staff, everyone here, Moira, Chancellor, for inviting me here today. But most of all, I would like to acknowledge the graduates. Congratulations, guys, you did it. That's right. That's right. I'm not done with my acknowledgements. No, I sometimes take a while. I really want to acknowledge the presence here of my parents, my mother, Sheila, and my stepfather, Alfred. My mother grew up in Wraith and in Graham, just outside Thunder Bay on the traditional lands of Fort William First Nation. She is the reason why I am standing here, and this honorary doctorate is as much hers as it is mine. Mom, you did not achieve an education until much later in your life. You put yourself through school, you got your high school diploma, and then you went to college. You have always encouraged us to stay in school, to get an education, something you yourself fought so hard to achieve. You were always my example of strength, and you still are. I would also like to point out that the honorary doctorate recipients here today, myself, and Marlene Pierre, who you heard from earlier this morning, both have roots from the same place, a little place called Wraith. Imagine that. A community most think is a blip on the side of the road. Does great things. Before I go on to, and yes, I do go on, I would like to say a few words about Marlene Pierre, because you guys, you didn't hear from her earlier this morning, but I have to tell you that I have nothing but respect for her accomplishments and for her life of, she's led a life of social justice. She's led a life by leading an example of what inclusion means. And I'd like to remember her late son, J.C. Pierre. You know, Marlene is a woman of strength and purpose. After her grandson passed away and a mandatory inquest was called into his death, she decided she would challenge the justice system to do better. She and her daughter demanded that changes be made to the jury roll so that matters concerning how her son died would be heard and reflected on by First Nations jury members. Her questioning led to the years-long study by former Supreme Court Justice Frank Iacobucci, and he looked into what the barriers were preventing Indigenous people from accessing the justice system. Our people are often underrepresented in the courts as lawyers, as court workers, judges, and jurists, yet they are overrepresented in the prison system. Our work on how we can truly build a just society continues. And you graduates, you are the next generation. You graduates have worked so hard to get into the seats you are sitting in now. You arrived here from many different backgrounds and experiences, and you arrived here due to the sacrifices of many who came before you. And you've probably heard your caregivers or your parents say that a few times today. Perhaps the entire time that you've been here, they've mentioned that. They've mentioned how hard they worked to get you to this place right now in order to give you a shot of a better life. Well, you know what? That's true. They have. Some of you are the first generation in your family to ever make it to university. Some of you are international students who left your homes and families to come to Canada to achieve a university education. Some of you are the children and grandchildren of residential school survivors. You may have no family role models, no mentors, no one academically guiding you to get here, but you fought your way through your studies to be here right now. All of those exams, all of those tests, all of those times you thought, I can't do this anymore, I don't want to do this anymore, but you persevered, and here you sit. You probably had part-time jobs in coffee shops and in bars and in stores because you had a dream and you had to pay for it. That's tough stuff. Trust me, I remember well working 3 jobs so I could go to university as well in residence. I remember how hard that is. It takes conviction, and you used your wits and your instincts to get here. Keep them close. You'll need them in the future. And today, you all leave here as equals, as university graduates, holding in your hands a piece of paper that will give and mean many things to many different people. It might lead to graduate school, or it might lead to that special job that you've always wanted. But the importance of your education is not something you can take to the proverbial bank. Its beauty is not because this will guarantee you a white-collar job or an entrance into graduate school. No. The purpose of your education is to help open your mind to who you are, the purpose as to why you are here and where you fit in your greater community, of which you are a part of. You can have and you can acquire all the wealth in the world, all the success and all the toys that come with it. You can have a paid-off home in a nice neighborhood. You can have an SUV in the driveway. You can have yearly vacations and a camp on the outskirts of town where you can escape to on weekends. All that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But it can also be incredibly hollow if your life lacks a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, of how others are doing besides you, of the people around you in your community. What is your role in that community? And this is what I want to speak to you today about. You know, no matter where you are from, be it from the large urban cities full of institutes of higher learning and soaring skyscrapers, to rural communities and fly-in communities, fly-in First Nations, to farmlands, and to blips on the highway or communities in the bush, we are all connected. We are all related. You know, the great U.S. civil rights leader Martin Luther King put it best when he said, "We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly. All our relations. We are all connected." Your humanities and your arts degrees have made you a compassionate person. It has opened your mind. It has also taught you the importance of listening. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story now. And it's a good story. It's a story about the importance of connection and of serving the greater good. This is a story about Big Brother and Little Brother. And this story is borrowed from my friend Ed Midatwaban, who is a St. Anne's residential school survivor. He is from Fort Albany First Nation. And Ed told me this story as we floated down on his homemade raft down the Albany River. It was pouring rain, it was freezing, it was June, around this time of year, and I remember being completely soaked to the skin. But Ed was about to tell me a story, and he said to me, "Big Brother is always hungry. Big Brother has an insatiable appetite. His belly is never satisfied. His massive jaws are always chomping. He is like a giant sawmill, and he is never, never fully full." Big Brother wasn't very nice. He turned Little Brother into a slave, telling him to get out there and to bring him more food all of the time. Little Brother worked so hard, and he brought Big Brother tall cedar trees, fresh water and fresh fish, and all the gold and all the diamonds that he could find from deep in the earth. Little Brother would constantly gather and give things to his Big Brother, but you know, it was never enough. Big Brother always wanted more, and he did not respect Little Brother. Ed is worried about Little Brother. I worry about Little Brother too. He fears that he has lost his way. When Ed wonders, will Little Brother stand up and say, "Enough"? Remember this teaching as you go forward and as you feel challenged by what you see and what you feel around you. Remember that each one of us has a purpose in our lives, and we are all connected in a big circle, each tasked with what it is we're supposed to be doing with our time here on Mother Earth. You are important, you matter, and so does your fellow man or woman sitting beside you. That is the Anishinaabe worldview, and I would like to point out that there is much wisdom in that. It takes courage to be kind, to accept others, and to foster relationships based on mutual respect and based on equity. You, recent graduates, will be tasked to do this, and you'll also find yourself one day in a position of teaching tolerance, because that is what your great education in arts and humanities has taught you. To all Lakehead graduates, and specifically to the Indigenous graduates here today, I honor you. But you may find yourselves one day leaning on that courage that got you here. You might find yourselves having to continually teach about your great First Nations, your Métis, and your Inuit communities, because for decades this country has not taught the truth in the history books, in the schools, in the colleges, and the universities. And this has been a great detriment, not to just Indigenous people, but to all Canadians, non-Indigenous people as well. How do we have a country full of lawyers, doctors, engineers, journalists, miners, and pipeline workers who do not understand our true history in this nation? Graduates, your education is not done. Everything isn't over after your last essay was handed in or your thesis defended. Your education has just opened your mind even wider, and you are just beginning to understand how truly little we all know. Every day you'll learn, you'll use, not lose, your Lakehead education as you find your way and you keep growing forward and informing the next generation and the next and the next. And I would like to say, you know, it's not an easy journey sometimes. It wasn't an easy journey for you in school. It's not going to be an easy journey out there. And it's not an easy journey for institutions either. It's not an easy journey for cities. It's not easy for universities and colleges. But we all must work together to make things right and to teach each other tolerance. It's not easy, and Lakehead, you've as well experienced that. You've experienced issues with how we move forward together, but I know that you are all coming together and you are making such a great effort. And I have to point out to Moira, your president, McPherson, you have really done a lot in the last year that you've been here to try and move your university forward and to be a more inclusive learning place that is proud sitting here on this incredible territory of Fort William First Nation. Because you must all work together and you can glean from those thousands of years of Indigenous knowledge that has been here on this land to help your faculties go forward together, to help your medical school, to help your education department, to help with your writing and your reading. We are all one. We must work together, not as tokens, but together as one. And I applaud you, Moira, for your efforts, and I wish you luck as you go forward, because I know you will. Graduates, this is your day. You're going to be hearing a lot of speeches, people that may go on longer than me. But I want you to know that you're loved, your communities love you, your families love you, your parents are out there waving at you. I saw them waving. My mom was waving at me too. It's a cool thing. This is a day you will have, and this is your day. You got here on your own steam. Take that with you with pride. Go forward and change the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Talaga. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce one of our soon-to-be newest graduates, Vanessa Irvin. Today, Vanessa will be receiving her Honors Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, and she has a few words to share with the graduating class of 2019.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would first like to thank Chancellor MacLeod, President McPherson, Lakehead University Board of Governors, faculty, staff, family, and friends for coming to support all of the students here today. None of us would be here today if not for the help, support, and love that all of you have given us. I would also like to respectfully acknowledge the Indigenous land that we stand on and that Lakehead University resides on. Today is June the 1st, 2019. Many of us have traveled from near and far to gather here today to celebrate the final convocation ceremony of Lakehead University 2019. I guarantee you, my fellow graduates of social science and humanities, education, and science and environmental studies, that I think they have saved the best for last. Each one of us has had a variety of different experiences and challenges, but we all made it and have completed a huge achievement in our lives together. Lakehead provided us with prestigious professors, endless academic opportunities, res sports, strong community connections, and the momentum that we need going into our future. Lakehead University has shaped us into the people that we are today, and we will all miss the priceless memories that we have made in a place we have come to consider our home and with people we have come to consider family. Because of Lakehead, we have become a force. We are a force to be reckoned with. And the day that we realize all of this is the day that we become unstoppable. So I ask that you all take the time to acknowledge how much you have achieved and to celebrate it. Not so long ago, we were freshmen, and we were experiencing our first time at university. Let it sink in that we counted down the days, and now we are here. After the multitude of tests, the endless hours of studying, and the countless times that we stressed over our future has got us here today, and we should all be very proud. I want to encourage everyone to continue into the future with the same feelings of excitement, determination, and happiness that we have at Convocation right now. It is important that we recognize how far we have come, but let's not stop here. We need to continue with our same hard work, goals, and passions into the future. I know that there are many challenging times as we grow up in university, and graduation can feel like a very scary, pivotal moment in our lives. But I want to remind each one of you that no matter what your next steps are, whether continuing with your schooling, getting a job, taking time off, or even if you don't know what comes next, everyone has their own path to take, and there are no set rules for what is the right thing to do next, or at what age, or in what order. Always remember that we are exceptional and unconventional. We are the class of 2019 at Lakehead University, and we are the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa, for those wonderful words and message to your class. Madam Chancellor, it's now my great pleasure to introduce Lakehead alumnus and our very own Director of International Enrollment, Mr. Robert Perrier, to perform a musical interlude for us here today.
am down and all my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you so much, Robert. He has so many gifts that he provides this university, and thank you for sharing that one with us today. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Dr. Jenny Roth, who will introduce the candidates for degrees and diplomas.
I would like to request all the graduands stand. Madam Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the academic requirements for degrees and diplomas and have complied with all other requisites of the university. Madam Chancellor, will you admit these graduands?
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit you as graduates of Lakehead University.
You may now take your seats. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Education, I have the honor to present the PhD and Master's graduates from the faculty and to introduce Dr. Chandra Shahi, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Dr. John O'Meara, Dean of the Faculty of Education. Justine Jecker, winner of the William A. West Education Medal. Alexa Scully. That concludes the Doctor of Philosophy. Start of the Master of Education, Deirdre Barbara Dunn. Meichi Feng. Eliza Kate Garrett. Bailey Darlene Giroux. Shannon Michelle Jessamine MacArthur. Kylie Noel Johnstone. Tone Lam. Jacqueline Jocelyn Jonup. Simrat Pal Kaur. Casey Leslie. Rom Kanta Sapkota. Ritika Singh. Bethany Sousa. Megan Kathleen Uchtenhagen. Allison Waitley Doucette. Janicia Zakia Williams. Indu Bala Yadav. Gagandeep Kaur Walia. Prachi Tanwar. That concludes the Master of Education. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the PhD and Master's graduates from the Faculty of Education. I have the honor to present the undergraduate graduates from the faculty. Dr. John O'Meara will congratulate each graduate. Start of Honors Bachelor of Education, Corinne Rose Kakigamik. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Education. Mackenzie Orlando. My apologies, Mackenzie is in honors. I read that out of turn. Now we start the Bachelor of Education professional program. Akai Alexander Bachelor. Stephanie Eileen Finley. Sarah Dawn Glover. Allison Molson, winner of the William A. West Medal for the Faculty of Education. Summer Stevenson. Kimberly Kayla Thomas. Annalise Toomey. That concludes Bachelor of Education professional program. We now commence with the start of Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Health and Behavioral Sciences. Madison Carly Berardi. Michelle Emma May Borgal. Connor Noah Carr. Angela Christine Cole. Alexander Edward Comrie. C. Lindsay Edward. Jasmine Ferduzzi, President's Award winner. Jamie Lee Fiorito. Kevin Galley. Danielle Alexandra Gibbons. Caitlin Gilmore. Kennedy Latimer. Braylon McDougall. Alexa McGregor. Sydney Margaret McIntosh. Sarah Marie Pazetta. Erin Elizabeth Richardson. Arlie Kathleen Shields. Jocelyn Irene Welch Snelling. That concludes the Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Health and Behavioral Sciences. We now commence the Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. Lewis Carroll. Jacob D. Podesta, winner of the William A. West Scholar Award for Bachelor of Education, Intermediate Senior. Liam Jeffrey Farrow. Cassandra Nicole Sulius. That concludes the Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. We now commence the Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. Kelsey Ann Agnew. Tadek John Baird. Rachel Eileen Ball. Shaylin Bishop. Emily Bowles. Samuel Charal. Courtney Jill Davis. Brianne Lynn Dawson. Miranda Suzanne Dumas. Claire Catherine Everett. Carter James Fontaine. Ashley Simone Fox. Emily Carol Maria Frateroli. Brian Furlong. Hannah Gaudette. Hayden Gorman. Connor Graham. Emily Elizabeth Hodgins. Olivia Linda Jean. Jasmine Zarina Kaldar. Kelsey Jennifer Kathleen Knuff. Austin James Lutala. Stuart Richard McPherson. Adriel K. Martin. Nicholas Craig McGregor. Haley Jane McKee. Cole Robert Merrifield. Lindsay Irene Moore. Nicole Marie Morvillo. Mackenzie Dawn Normando. Johanna Faith Musokran. Emily Jessica Catherine O'Connell. Justin Christopher Pack. Alicia Marai Parks. Bethany Grace Pratt. Emily Rose Skinner. Rebecca Rose Taddeo. Sarah Michelle Warpole. That concludes the Bachelor of Education concurrent with Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. We now begin Bachelor of Education Indigenous Language Instructor Diploma. Sandra Marie Bigheads. Kristen Clarice Jacobs, winner of the William A. West Scholar Award for Indigenous Language Instructors Diploma. Doris Mamakwa. Melody Gloria Manokizik. Angela Faith Noah. Kayleen Ann Noah. Lloyd Quill. Lyle Brett Snake. Barbara Ann Van Wenye. Kathy Yvette Ruth Wesley. That concludes the Indigenous Language Instructors Diploma. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of all the graduates from the Faculty of Education. Madam. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies, I have the honor to present the PhD and Master's graduates from the faculty and to introduce Dr. Chandra Shahi, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Dr. Todd Randall, Dean of the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. We commence the Doctor of Philosophy, Christopher Abraham. Robert Jackson. Stephen Michael Maley. Ayappa Kumar Sista Kameshwar. Melissa Togtima. That concludes the Doctor of Philosophy. We now commence with the Master of Arts, Rachel Orlanapekuri. Sahid Olaitan Omotosho. That concludes the Master of Arts. We now commence with the Master of Environmental Studies, Eric Stephen Bongelli. Kaylee Spears. That concludes the Master of Environmental Studies. We now commence the Master of Science, Munira Afros. Paranpreet Singh Arora. Diksha Badan. Jocelyn Susan Bell, winner of the Robert Poulin Memorial Award for Outstanding Citizenship and the Graduate President's Award. Sahib Singh Buduraja. Simon Dolega. Yashi Gupta. Harneet Kaur Janda. Jeevan Reddy Alati. Vijay Babu. Sudhir Kumar Banka. Sridhar Reddy Guntaka. Giant Chowdhury Gorantla. Savan Kakadia. Akalalan Reddy Katanguri. Rohan Shirsaga. Chetan Harichandra Mende. Drumil Parashkumar Mistry. Aluk Nirurkar. Philip Gordon Oziel. Satish Nulaka. Arti Palanisamy. Shravan Kumar Parshapogo. Dhruva Jitendra Patel. Kisan Deepakumar Patel. Krunal Diraj Patel. Sagar Majba Patel. Vivek Ghanshyambai Patel. Atish Pawar. Preeti Perry. Sai Kumar Prayakaro. Janki Rathod. Manila Sandhu. Taha Saidi. Siddhant Sanjay Satam. Tamarazan Sengutuvan. Nir Nakunj Shah. Ibtisam Muhammad Asharif. Gaurav Sharma. Hem Kanta Sharma. Rachel Hannah Shelton David. Trishma Reddy Shivrama Reddy. Birinder Veer Singh. Lavish Tanicha. Alana Wade. Fahad Wali. Melissa Elizabeth Wagger. That concludes the Master of Science. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the PhD and Master's graduates from the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. I have the honor to present the undergraduate graduates from the faculty. Dr. Todd Randall will congratulate each graduate. We commence with the Honors Bachelor of Arts, Ryan Robert Carmen Scott. Raven Miles Wiesk, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Economics. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Arts. We commence the Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer McDonald, winner of the Chancellor's Medal. The Chancellor's Medal is awarded to the part-time student who achieves the highest academic standing in a bachelor's or honors degree. Davindran Satanathan. Megan Frances Watchorn. That concludes the Bachelor of Arts. We commence the Honors Bachelor of Environmental Science. Amy Sarah Hode Owen. Timothy James Elder Hollinger. Alexander James Martin. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Environmental Science. We now commence the Honors Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Christopher Gregory Carr McLeod. Asia Tia McNally. Riley Victoria Rose Nellis, winner of the President's Award. Audrey Claire Nerino. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Environmental Studies. We commence with the Bachelor of Environmental Studies, 4-year, Brendan Fakis. That concludes the Bachelor of Environmental Studies, 4-year. We commence the Honors Bachelor of Science, Jennifer Elizabeth Andrew Cotter. Jocelyn Christiana Armit. Nathan Alexander Bell. Harleen Kaur Buller, President Award winner. Matthew Bradica. Michelle Chen. Ty Jacob Colvin, winner of the Governor General's Silver Medal, the Dean's Medal for the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies 4-year program, and the Dean Scholar Award for Biology. The Governor General's Silver Medal is awarded to the full-time student who achieves the highest academic standing in an honors bachelor degree. Lindsay Marlene DeSimone, winner of the Donald E. Orr Award for Chemistry. Matteo Dorado Troughton. Ryan Dykstra, winner of the Dean Scholar Award for Computer Science. Nicholas Harold Alexander Eck. Sarah Elizabeth Friesen. Cassandra Lily Grezalewski. Kaylee Winter Harland. Emma Louise Hart. Hansi Hatara Sinhage. Frank Arno Hawkins, winner of the Dean Scholar Award for Physics. Vincent Knight. Lilia Latinen. Christian Stephen LeBlanc. Laura Liu. Jordan Dean Lucas. Caitlin Elaine Macero. Peter Allen Jedi McKittrick. Ruth Ann Orlotzi Goodson, winner of the Dean Scholar Award for Geology. Madison Haley Owen. Allison Marie Pages. Luke Joseph Perrier. James Donald Prontak. Heather Vanessa Pruce. Caitlin Pucci. Abigail Christine Rogers. Tyler Justin Ripku. Jade Barbara Ross. Kathleen Rolston. Julia Ann Marie Roberto. Darian Sawyer. Chelsea Julia Skellhouse. Brooke Catherine Scott. Andrew Joseph Shepherd. Blake McDonald. Carolyn Riley Suter. Ryan Christopher Swaggart. William Robert Vanderplug. Tristan Richard Webb. Victor Shucheng Chow. Khalid Adam Osman Yahya. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Science. We now commence the Bachelor of Science 4-year, Sydney Lynn Epiphany. Rachel Margaret Coopery. Tinashe Matukitre. Calvin Robert Gordon McEachern. That concludes the Bachelor of Science 4-year. We now begin the Bachelor of Science. Nicholas Catanzaro. Shane Christopher Densler. Christopher Gibb. Michael Anthony Charles Goslin. Casey Jade Hudima, winner of the Dean's Medal for the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies 3-year program. Kevin Douglas Kasich. Mitchell Pinn. Marissa Hannah May Rankin. Carly Rayana Sham. Connor Smith. Sarah Ann Smiley. Andrew John Taphorn, winner of the Dean Scholar Award for General Science. Alicia Christine Vetrasek. That concludes the Bachelor of Science. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of all the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Environmental Studies. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the master's graduates from the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities and to introduce Dr. Chandra Shahi, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, who will congratulate each graduate. Hooding will be done by Dr. Betsy Birmingham, Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. Diana Nana Somu Adujima. Sharmeen Ahmed. Alicia Jerry Benson. Barbara Sue Juliana Benwell. Elise Cottrell Martin. Medea Hassan. Jasmine Hislop. Ashley Ann Johnston. Jordan Johnston. Kristen Kaulasar. Angela Maltzer. Tiana Sacchetti. G. Douglas Sanders. Rachel Schaff. Cheyenne Marie Nicole Thomas. Ivory Star Tuesday. Courtney Christine Mary Turner. Ashley Elizabeth Timshishin. Megan Verardo. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the Master's graduates from the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. I have the honor to present the undergraduate graduates from the faculty. Dr. Betsy Birmingham will congratulate each graduate. We commence with the Honors Bachelor of Arts, Jessica Lynn Bevilacqua, winner of the Dean's Medal for the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities, 4-year program, and winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Political Science. Austin Tyler Trey Campbell. Samantha Convey.
Clint Fleury.
Clint Fleury. Alyssa Angela Futia. Leandra Avril Howald. Brooke Huckabee. Hannah Lynn Johnson, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for History. Mario Koppel, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Sociology. Sarah Lepinen, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Women's Studies. Karine Malfont. Richard James Moulin-Cote. Taylor Nicole Murphy. Arbenita Shabani. Brianna Rose Skeet. Savannah Tilburg. Jessica Timchichin. Sarah Wright, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Indigenous Learning. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Arts. We commence with the Bachelor of Arts, Bonnie Anderson. Taylor Robert Casper Brown. Michael Schlapak. Chelsea Mary Camiso. Catherine Mary Davidson. Megan Anne-Marie Ducharme. Kenneth Charles Fenton. Sky Summer Rain Fiddler. Christopher Gomes. Katrine Hertzler. Taya May Johns. Tanya Kakikaspin. Shaylin Kanapasuit. Rachel Aurora Koski. Dylan Jeffrey Peter McKay. Jacob Kenneth Joseph McKay. Carly Kimberly McKinnon. Kelsey Maria Mason. Samantha Joan Patterson, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for General Arts. Dylan Marco Taylor Roulard. Lauren Savioli. Brittany Shanks. Amber Valenth. Abigail Laura Veers. Gina Muriel Wesley. Tanis Wilson. Richard Huey Young. That concludes the Bachelor of Arts. We commence the Honors Bachelor of Fine Arts, Violet Margaret Ruth Cross. Vanessa Margaret Ella Irvin. Shelby Raquel Gagnon. Mary Marjorie McPherson, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Visual Arts. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Fine Arts. We now commence with the Honors Bachelor of Music, Jordan Merritt Cockle. Catherine Marie Farrow. Rihanna Lillian Harbrun. Daniel Vincent Racco, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Music. That concludes the Honors Bachelor of Music. We commence with the Honors Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation, Esther Boldessar. Megan Natasha Drake. Kira Alexandria Flint. Caitlin Christina Fox. Jake Robert Guggenheimer. Mary Catherine Hill, winner of the Dean's Scholar Award for Outdoor Recreation, Parks and Tourism. Connor Nicholas McLean. Jennifer Mays. Victoria Somerset Petersons. Stephanie Powell. Alicia Nicole Todd. That concludes the Honours Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation. We now commence the Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation 4-year degrees. Zachary Scott Kolasa. That concludes the Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation 4-year degrees. And Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of all the graduates from the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities.
At this time, we'd like to pause. We would like to honor 2 of our graduates who are not with us to celebrate this day. This past year, Lakehead University mourned the loss of 2 students. Dai Lee touched many lives, bringing a smile to all those he met. Dai had almost completed his biology degree when he passed away in a tragic accident last summer. We are privileged to recognize Dai's accomplishments and his contributions with the awarding of a posthumous degree. The Bachelor of Science 4-year biology degree will be accepted by Tam Lee, Dai's sister. Allison Hogan was a determined and dedicated student who demonstrated a never-give-up spirit. She was an inspiration to all of us as a mother, returning to school to better her education and life for her daughter, Tegan. She had completed her Bachelor of Science general degree and was on the path to completing an Earth Science degree when she passed away from illness. We are privileged to recognize Allison's accomplishments with the awarding of a posthumous degree. The Bachelor of Environmental Science 4-year Earth Sciences will be accepted by Tegan Hogan, Allison's daughter. Madam Chancellor, Andrea Tarsutano, Vice Provost, students, and Registrar will now receive the degrees and diplomas on behalf of the absent students who have graduated today. And now, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce Deborah Woods, the President of Lakehead University Alumni Association.
Chancellor MacLeod, President Vice Chancellor McPherson, members of the Platform Party, parents and guests of graduating students, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2019. It's truly an honor for me to be here this afternoon and join you in this celebration. I sat on this very stage 14 years ago, filled with an excitement, enthusiasm, and I was also a bit sad because I thought my time with Lakehead was coming to an end. Like you, I became an alumna, and soon after realized my time with LU was far from over. We have over 63,000 alumni living and working around the world. You're now part of this extended family of amazing individuals. You're Lakehead for life, and I hope you continue to engage with us. Along with you, we're also welcoming and congratulating today Honorary Doctors of Letters recipient Tanya Talaga. On behalf of your fellow alumni, it's my privilege to congratulate you and officially welcome you to the family. But what does it mean to be Lakehead for life? It means being part of a family that engages, celebrates, and shares within our communities. We do this through a network of chapters, alumni ambassadors, or wherever our Thunderwolves are in action. The alumni scarf that each of you now wears is a Convocation tradition. Wear your scarf with pride. Stay connected to your association and follow your fellow alumni through the website, social media, alumni e-sign, and Journey Magazine. Moving forward, your uniqueness will come from what you value and the path that you follow and the decisions that you make. You've exemplified the very best of Lakehead University, the often unconventional and always exceptional. Once again, on behalf of your fellow alumni, congratulations on this accomplishment. It's one of many, I'm sure. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck in your journey. And remember, you're Lakehead for life.
I would like to offer my personal congratulations to each of the graduates on your achievement. I know that Lakehead University has provided you with opportunities to learn, and I trust with an enthusiasm for learning that will last you throughout your lives. I cannot begin to know the challenges that many of you have faced and have overcome to get to this point. And I cannot begin to foresee the challenges and the changes that you will encounter as you move forward from here. Your world is not the world that I have lived and worked in. It's not the world of your parents. It's the world of my grandchildren, and it is a world that you will help to shape. I do believe that as graduates, you share a willingness to set goals and to work towards them. I'm confident that you will be open to new ideas and new approaches. And I ask that you stay aware and engaged participants in your new environments. My best wishes to each of you for personal fulfillment in the years ahead. And I now declare this convocation closed.